afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, amazing Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Defender of the Faith, your Lord and God. Off here to a 1v1 on Crossing in the Woods. In the north, it's Refero fighting for King and Country, the Commonwealth, the Guards Armour Division. In the south, it is B-Sky Revolution fighting for the Oberkommando West Germany, Deutschland. Fighting here with the 2nd SS Panzerdivision Das Reich. We got Royal Engineers, Commandos and Royal Artillery versus Overwatch, Breakthrough and Special Operations with a large infantry with a bit of a grenade there as well for Refero. Lightly indicating, of course, he's going to bolster his sections, but also he's going to go for grenades. As for B-Sky Revolution, could go a bit of different directions. Personally, though, I'd love to see Breakthrough with the Panzer Fusiliers and the Storm Officer. The Storm Officer, I think, is actually kind of good. He's just kind of overlooked. We got Special Operations instead. I mean, that's good as well, but, you know. It's not Breakthrough. Refero here marching straight for the western viewpoint there with the sections. University there very early on following up on that. In the East B-Sky Revolution, rushing for the other viewpoint. So far, their standard opening, in a sense, and also no one's so far bothering with the road in the centre. Watch over sandbags being hastily thrown down there by the Fultz Grenadiers, while up here, so in any way, Refero cannot go in to defend this and contest the viewpoint there without, say, building sandbags. University Government and the Sturmpioneer, third section away there for Refero. Academy early on here for B-Sky Revolution to counter the University Cannon. Of course, down the road, any other vehicles that Refero might get, but right now he just wants to pop a 80mm rocket into that Universal Carrier. Sandbags, he almost finished, but looks like Refero decides, you know what? There's better places to sandbag. Better places. Meanwhile there, the Academy effort's almost done. Like was basically the German question too. Should we go for the Panzerschreck or should we just go for something more like an anti-tank gun? And that was kind of what Like sort of meant to try out. In the end, if I got out, the Panzerschreck was actually just a lot better because it's a lot more mobile. So while the Academy was more accurate and more range, it just, you know, was a lot heavier to cut around than a Panzerschreck. So in the end, it lost out. It saw some service with the units, you know, like Fallschirmjägers, I think, and some Gebirgsjäger maybe. But beyond that, really no big service. And lastly was supplanted by the Panzerschreck. Fun fact there. Mines being laid down here by B-Sky Revolution. The Schützenmine or Schulmine 42 was designed specifically to maim and blow people's feet off. So once you hit one, you didn't need shoes anymore. You might ask, Dane, why would they do that? Because killing someone kills someone. That's it, kind of end of the line. Maiming someone has more of a psychological harm and also draws up supplies, and of course someone has to carry the poor bastard back because they're not going to let him die out in front of them. So in that sense, maiming people is tactically a lot more sensible than just straight up murdering them. Go figure. Sections moving out here for Refero, fact up with the Universal Carrier, sappers on the way there for Refero, fast tech. Noting no bolstering and no grenades as yet here for Refero. Fultz is holding out so far, though. B-Sky Revolution finding himself under a vicious assault here by Refero and the Guards Armour Division as B-Sky Revolution and the 2nd SS is struggling here to withstand the British onslaught. University there equipped with the Vickers K machine gun. Sturmpioneers wiped out here in the early game. Not a good one there by B-Sky Revolution and a big win there for Refero. 300 manpower dead. More importantly, also a big threat to the sections because the Sturmpioneers is one of the few units that get close to the section can reasonably beat it. B-Sky Revolution apparently having some issues with lag. There has apparently been a bit of issue for some players for a bit recently. Can be very frustrating, and particularly in these types of situations, can make things a lot more awkward. Troops moving westwards there. In this regard, I think B-Sky Revolution is making the right decision, which is don't rush the British when they're dug in positions. Instead, try to play around them, force them to attack into you. Since usually the British are very good at defending. Mine goes off there, though, wipes the section. That compensates a lot there for the loss of a Sturmpioneer squad here for B-Sky Revolution. Of course, a bit of loss there for Refero. Thus meaning he doesn't quite gain as much from wiping it. Vickers machine gun out, though. That's going to help a lot there versus the German infantry, the Hans. No truck yet here for B-Sky Revolution. Well, obviously he's going to help with the Command Panther stall. I personally hope not, but I could see it happening. I could very much see it happening. Foxes in that carry kind of coming out. Screen points there. Nice hit there. Ooh. Trying to repair at the same time. Lucky there, I can have missed Vickers setting up here, but Fox was suppressed. Bit of skirmishing around the centre. Strum planning some way there for B-Sky Revolution. And another section there for Refero as they're quick looking to replace the units they lost, which would put B-Sky Revolution in the end then at 5. No, he cancels the section build there. Refero might have something else in mind in this case. Bolstering first. Makes sense. Makes sense because we get a bolster anyway, so you might as well just wait to get the section out so it comes out at full 5 rather than have to reinforce it. So that makes a bit more sense there for Refero. And I imagine again we'll be seeing the grenades. I mean, it's not all players that go for grenades with the British, but those who tend to bolster, and I would say are good, usually tend to go for grenades because a 5-man infantry section with grenades is an absolute nightmare to deal with. Trying away for B-Sky, could be mechanized, could be Battle Group Headquarters. If it is Battle Group Headquarters, my apologies, they're a bit of a flub of the tongue. It is likely going to be, not a Command Panther store. Could still happen, but that'd be more, out of desperation. As if it goes mechanized, it does increase the chance a lot there of a Command Panther store. We'll have to see what it is, but I would say with all this infantry, Battle Group Headquarters would make a bunch of sense. Would make a bunch of sense. Fulton is on watch here, but still overall good move there with B-Sky Revolution again. Sometimes what is actually most tactically, operationally and strategically prudent is attacking elsewhere than where your opponent's main force is, go for the path of least resistance. So nice play there by B-Sky Revolution, 2 thumbs up to that one. It's not always I get to comment on those things, but I do feel like it is vital to point out. Some players will just keep, churning resources into an position where the opponent's already dug in and quite well entrenched, rather than just attacking around it. So nice play there. If we do get the Mechanized Regiment, I mean, he may not go for the Command Panther store, but Mechanized Regiment, Special Operations, very much reeks of it. Very much reeks of it. Still keeping up nice flanking with the Fulton getting past here, the Vickers machine gun, forcing it to reposition here, so the other troops moving ahead here, I kept on creeping up in the east. Sturm Pioneer is right, it would be shame to lose another one. Trenches up here as well for Refero, nice work. Refero going for the anti-tank, and he's assuming he's going to be, maybe dealing with some light vehicles here. Not how bad it is since, his opponent's going for mechanized. Not that Refero knows, but it's very much Oberkommando West matter at the moment. Another hit there from McKedner from the Universal Carrier, can't quite get it still. Oh, got it actually. Close one there though. And there you go, section almost wiped out. That would be quite helpful there for B-Sky if we get another wipe here, but that sadly did not come to pass. But what we'll end up going for, most likely a Puma, since versus the British. If you go for looks, they're going to have an AC, they're just going to stamp it out. So you kind of want the Puma to deal with the AC. But he does go for the looks here. He does go for the looks. Like the Aufklärungspanzer. Can't let me a bit surprised. It's a lot more risky versus the British for the aforementioned AC. Sandbags being attempted here by the victory point, but we can all see there Refero's ready to stamp that attempt out. Noting a nice lead here for Refero over B-Sky Revolution and the 2nd SS Panzerdivision Das Reich. Troops are healing and forcing. Looks halfway down there for B-Sky. Assault rifles going up there. So far very much standard stuff. Back here Refero's base is quiet. Troops being reinforced. No sign of grenades. You could actually consider taking up now further. Heading, maybe rush out a Centaur versus B-Sky, which would definitely be nice. Though, of course, he still has to leave resources open for the AC's off. At the same time, there's an argument for that. And he may just be waiting a bit here to see, does B-Sky push for the looks? Section there, almost taken up by a nice grenade assault here by B-Sky Revolution. And gets the section. Right for there, a bit too slow. Punished here by B-Sky Revolution and the German army. Looks bring up the eastern side, backed up here with the full screen of these. Center trying to push up here, no grenades. Vickers machine gun is definitely leaving the Germans. Oh, raring a bit, there go another grenade assault. Refero too slow, heavy damage taken, but no casualties due to the sandbags covering up their damage. Looks like for deep flank, very nice there. Thumbs up to B-Sky Revolution. Definitely appreciate deep flanks. Risky obviously, but at the same time they usually sort of indicate some deeper tactical common sense rather than just going straight ahead. You're looking to hit them from a weak spot, maybe get some soft nice and murderable units. In this case, the Himano extended a bit too far. They went into the range of the sappers there. Definitely a mistake here, though. Of course, he can get a section wipe here. Not bad. Sniper on the way for Refero. That is a weird timing to get a sniper here. Section down. That's 2 sections down here. That is pretty big here for Beast Revolution. In a short amount of time, he's managed to wipe 2 of Refero's sections. He's going to lose the looks, but getting a wipe with the looks here, plus the foot's getting the other wipe here. And it's probably not going to be too bad, plus it's really hurting the sappers there for Refero. So there we go. I mean, that is pretty strong play there by Beast Revolution. Bolty, yet effective. I mean, that's going to be pretty difficult for Refero to immediately sort of bounce back from. He's probably gone here for Royal Engineers, going for another section. Likely could see flamethrowers for the sappers if he gets more, since the current ones are equipped with minesweepers, since obviously he does not want any more of his men's feet blown off. Right now, Beast Revolution, I think, has managed to claw himself back here quite nicely. Turn the tables on Beast Revolution quite nicely. Committing to second looks, though, feels a bit... a bit much. I mean, some players like to commit to a lot of, these highly effective anti-infantry like vehicles if they're going to get away with it. And again, some players will like to, push for double T-70s at the same time, again, double looks. But I don't know if it's going to work entirely here. I mean, I can definitely see the logic in it, though. But I'd not rate it as entirely harmless. We'll have to see how it works out. But I mean, considering how the first one worked out, I know it could work. So far, there's no sign of any tech here for Refero. And of course, also, I think further just reinforces the possibility of him just rushing or stalling for the command tanks. Obviously, he can't really rush for that one. So, Refero here is under a lot of pressure there from B-Sky, again, having lost a lot of sections there. He's lost a total of 3 infantry sections. Now, of course, as we've seen in previous matches, the British are very durable in this department. So, for them, it's not necessarily as fully bad as long as you actually get some hurt in on the Germans in return. Obviously, it's not good either losing 3 sections, Just want to make that perfectly clear. It's still bad, but it's not as catastrophic as other factions. Grenades up here for Refero, though. Mills bombs ready. Of course, it's not all bad. Good. I mean, it's also, I think, just a highlight here of Refero's skill to degree as well. I mean, he is a skilled player, a veteran. But the British players, I think, due to some quirks in the faction, can probably to a degree absorb, such high casualties better. But again, there's definitely also just, a good degree of skill in it from Refero, and just also, I think, not panicking. Some players, when they lose that many sections, just go, "Ah, oh, my God, everything is kaput." Snipers falling back, Luke's moving in here. Trenches up there. Nice work trenching up there by Refero, but right now he's in a very sticky spot, going for another section. Now retreating, being mowed down there by sort of fire. Luke's moving in, anti-tank trying for position. Sniper all second out here. If he loses the sniper here, that'd be really bad. On top of all the section losses still. Refero keeps fighting the good fight for the Commonwealth, for king and country. Back here reinforcement, another section almost done here. B-Sky moving about, repairing. Battle group headquarters up, and that, I think, more or less locks it in. He is going for the Command Panther stall, though he's actually getting so much fuel, he could actually get away with just, pushing out, thinking regular medium tank, unless Refero really swings it back hard. Which is so far isn't. I mean, not seeing an AC's going to put pressure on the infantry, and more importantly, on the looks. There's no tech up either, so I'm not entirely sure what Refero's game plan is, except because maybe not lose as many infantry sections as he keeps actually losing. Great hit here on the ground, not on the looks, sadly. Folks, they're routed. Lots of action here. 2 squads fully routed here by B-Sky. Back end base for B-Sky Revolution, not much happening there either. And all quiet there. Mines being laid down here by B-Sky Revolution. Troops moving westwards. And the 6-pounder gun on the way there for Refero again. Is he stalling for the aviary as well? So we're looking at a match where both players to a degree, I think, just stalling, except he's not even going for like vehicles to support it. That seemed... Oh, he counters it. Sappers. It's a bit hard to say what Refero's doing because, again, in part he's just reacting so much here to Beast Squad Revolution's plans. But again, there's also just this fuel float specifically, which further makes it a bit harder to exactly gauge what Refero's thinking here. So we got Luke's pushing up for the western fuel point to defend it against Refero's harassment. His Tommy Raiders. Sniper hanging about there, half health. 6-pounder gun moving up. Weapon racks unlocked. Troops in reinforcing. Plenty of assault parties there essentially ready for him with the grenade assaults and all the other goodies. Just deliver untold amounts of pain and hurt here upon Refero. Direct hit from the 6-pounder gun on the looks, doing some nice damage there. And we got troops being sent eastwards here, sappers. Sturm parties caught laying down mines. Having another S-mines laid down here. Shumina laid down here by B-Sky. Going for the centre. We got 392 versus 391. Sniper moving out with his anti-tank rifle. Troops healing reinforcing. He's possibly healing here around the anti-tank gun. So, could be equipped with Bren guns, but so far hasn't. Likely planning active piety on the sappers. There we go. To deal with it, we also got flamethrowers up in the freshly arrived sapper section to deny cover there for F-Release, make it hard, or for B-Sky, making it hard for him to use it. Machine being caught here, but out in the open versus the section, the heavy cover is a really bad development there for B-Sky Revolution. Could very well end up being a loss here for the MD-34. Unless he retreats it soon, and there we go. B-Sky very wisely retreats the machine gun. And there you go, in fact, almost lost the entire machine gun. Had he retreated a bit slower there, that would have been a machine gun in the clutches of Refero and the Guards Armour Division. Still nothing happening here. There really should be a tech or something else for Refero. I mean, this stalling for the AVRE seems like a choice. Fulton's moving ahead. In the east here we got sappers engaged, but it looks like the Alpha Panzer. Fulton to the section here, 6-pounder gun hanging back. They obviously have no use here since there's no tank there. B-Sky is actually not stalling for a command panther. He's actually gone for the Shroud Punted Quarters. Possibly realizing this situation with the fuel he's actually getting stalling for the command panther could actually give Refero a better chance to get back to the game. And so far again it seems like Refero stalling, so it's harder to say here what's actually going on here. But obviously if Refero doesn't change up his tactics soon. Oh, he's about to lose the sniper if he's not careful. Grenade here would be, I think, helpful with all these false grenadiers. Middles bomb off. Almost got a white. Troops reinforcing. Sappers good to go. Defensive post around the centre victory point. Again, it very much seems like he's stalling for the AVRE, which is a weird strategy in my opinion. Particularly not even doing it with an AVRE to back it up. On not AVRE but AC. Even for Beast Squad Revolution, Orbislam with the infrared assault rifles would be an idea. Of course, just going for a Panther for a Panther. We got another section here for Refero. His strategy remains unclear. Shot fired here, grenade assault. Machine gun here versus Vicus. Well, MD-34 versus Vicus. In this case, machine gun got, or the MD-34 got the drop on the Vicus. Pushed away from the western victory point. So far, Beast Squad Revolution is nicely in the lead here with Refero. And again, Refero for some reason just... I'm not sure. It seems very strange to me. I mean, I may be missing out on something here, but... At this stage, you at least let tanks up versus Beast Sky Revolution and pushed him back with Cromwells and Centaurs, but again, for some reason, it is just not materializing. So what exactly is happening is not unclear, but he's always not doing too poorly. He's got his opponent down to finish 62s. I mean, obviously, Refero still has managed to achieve something. He still has a larger force than Beast Sky Revolution. It's just, there's this huge fuel hump. I mean, again, Refero's clearly skilled enough to make this work, but I still feel like he's just holding back. Like he's just sort of going to himself, I'm only using 10% of my power. Is this the best you can do, B-Sky Revolutions? Come on, Refero. Just, you know, get it done. Anyway, Steel Pipe's going up against the sections, hammering them down here with an accurate Lee Enfield rifle fire. Sniper moving out there, 6 kills. Folks are trying to flank up. Actually, nice attempt there by B-Sky Revolution to flank again. I like his flanks. He's definitely trying to set up stuff there. In this case, managed to pull off and get a sniper wipe. Thumbs up there to B-Sky Revolution. He's also a bit more patient while hiding about there. Then striking later on once the looks was drawing attention in there. Very nice setup there, I would say, by B-Sky Revolution. But at first close, in the AVRE, which again, it seems like he's just trying to stall for in the first place. As for B-Sky Revolution, there's nothing happening there. No Orbital Dart, no Panther 4, no Panther. I mean, is he starting for a King Tiger now? That'd definitely be a bit something else. So when, well, Refero stopped playing with his arm behind his back or something. Another grenade here against B-Sky Revolution's forces all bunched up. Oh, pretty risky there. So when will it happen, Refero? Come on. Anytime now. B-Sky Revolution can soon go for a regular Panther. Could also just go for the Command Panther, but might as well go for a regular Panther first, then go for the Command Panther, and actually command the Panther with 348 versus 352. Victory points is still pretty close between the two players. Still very close, in fact. Sections moving up here. Not enough munitions for grenades here. Lots of PS fire in the looks. Almost got B-Sky's light tank. On the west section here versus Fult's Grenadiers. Well, he can go for the Panther now, and he's theoretically, you know, able to stall for the King Tiger, but the question, of course, as always, is that what he should be doing? Refero here is not theoretically far off here from the AVRE. B-Sky can now call in the Command Panther. Refero again. It's now going for mortar placement. Alright, something's happening there. Something's happening. Mortar placement. Bit of artillery support here versus Harry Han. Halfway there to the AVRE. Hopefully he takes up after that. Very hopefully. Meanwhile, B-Sky Revolution will continue to exert good map control here versus B-Sky Revolution, playing around, keeping his opponent down. Fultz is going straight for the section here, hanging out on the water, having a nice time before, and again, seeing their friends get blown to bits by mortar fire. Mortar fire against the Fultz Grenadiers. There we go, almost got the entire squad annihilated. Very close to getting a white pick. Can he get the finishing shot in? Will B-Sky Revolution wants to have the Devil's Own luck, and there you go, squad makes it out of there alive. Very close one though, and he can finally call in the AVRE, and B-Sky Revolution can finally call in the Command Panther. So do it, Refero. Just do it, damn it.
Your AVRE funny? It's ready.
There we go. AVRE mobilized for King and Country.
We have 300 points remaining.
B-Sky Revolution, it seems, is actually stalling for the King Tiger. I guess you could do that. In particular when your opponent has been stalling himself for an AVRE and thusly not been using, I think, his resources efficiently, but Refero can do whatever he wants to. Steel Pioneers, here versus Sappers, lots of them with Sten guns and Minesweepers and Flamethrowers. Clearing out all of B-Sky Revolution's hard laid down mines. Machine coming up here, nice work. Sex's going to try and rush it with grenades, I think. AVRE here. Oh, it's going to move in to knock out the machine gun. Too late here, I think, to retreat. Yup, machine gun wipe. That's going to be a nap here for Refero, giving another machine gun here to deal with B-Sky Revolution's infantry. B-Sky is very close to the King Tiger. That's going to punish Refero for just stalling for the AVRE, obviously. But Refero is going to get his stall. It's going to need then to bring up anti-tank weapons of the high caliber, because a few Pierce and a 6-pounder gun is not going to stop the Königstiger. That's for sure. Our way another machine in the control of Refero. AVRE pulling back to a safer spot there as it reloads the 219mm petard mortar. Section here could try and pop a grenade except it doesn't have munitions for it. And instead, B-Sky Revolution shows him how it's done. Aviary moving in, 6 Pentagon backing up. King Tiger's got the machine gun ready here to blow apart any Tommies and then shoot them, or any other order. Another grenade assault here. B-Sky Revolution keeps it up. And there you go, King Tiger flanks the Aviary with its 88mm high velocity gun. And there you go, firing it at it, stunning the King Tiger, doing a bit of damage, but not nearly as much as the King Tiger did to the Aviary. Aviary is not exactly a tank hunter. King Tiger moving ahead, sections then a trench will find themselves on the receiving end of the wrath of the King Tiger. 6 Pentagon moving up to deal with it. He's going to need Fireflies or something else, I think, to have a better chance versus the Tiger. 2 shot fired and bounced. Aviary back to repair, reinforcing, probably needs, oh, not reinforcing, reloading, needs some repairs. Grabbing the eastern fuel point, nice work there by Refero. 297 of 327, another Sturm Panzers one way there for B-Sky Revolution. Possibly set repair, but hopefully for minesweepers or more Panzerschrecks, since he's actually gone for those on the first one. Probably to help provide more firepower versus the Aviary. We can see here that Refero is quick to use vehicle crew repairs to assist in getting his Aviary operational versus the Huns. Second Sturm Pioneer squad out. He's using the eastern fuel pump with the full grenadiers. Looks crewing about here. He's probably trying to suss out what his opponent is doing. And needs to get it out of there before the Aviary susses out where the looks is and blows it apart. Just attempts to, maybe. In this case, the Refero decides that is not worth it. Going for another 6 pounder gun. Still no take up there for Refero. Fighting for the western point here. King Tiger more or less good to go. Shot bounced. Mines was up here to deal with mines in case you want to rush in with the King Tiger. Can't afford to have, hit a mine and get sacked from the anti-tank and all the Aviary. Machine gun coming up here. Sappers moving up. Sturm Panzers retreating. Aviary moving up. King Tiger there taking a few hits here from the Piets and whatnot. Sturm Pioneers pinned to the ground and forced retreat in the centre, finding another victory point here. And these look pushing back the Sappers here, or at least they should be falling back soon. King Tiger close to half health. 4 kills, close to veterans 1 in the Aviary. King Tiger shoots and misses. Close one there, but sadly Refero or B-Sky could not land the hit. Kedma creeping up, needs to be careful with that one. If he gets spotted in the wrong time by the Aviary, it's going to get annihilated. Mortar fire, veterans 1 close to veteran 2 there. Very nice work. B-Sky Revolution is falling back in the face of Refero. Chilling enforcing flares off of B-Sky to get a further idea there of Refero and his plans. There you go, Kedma spots, shoots. Oh dear, he's gonna go shoot it. Can he get out there in time? No, he's not gonna be getting it out there because the Kedma crew is annihilated. 8 kills. Stuckers was on the way for B-Sky Revolution, but artillery support, there's all the support weapons Refero has. That makes a lot of sense. Noting we got machine guns in trenches carrying the victory points here that Refero does control for now. Definitely one way of doing it. Heavy skirmish looks in the east. Here's the looks, holds back and push here by Refero, determined not to let the Inslaffen get any closer. There you go. King Tiger lands a devastating hit in the section, almost taking out the entire unit. Aviary almost good to go. Sturm Panzers taking losses from the mortar. Mark 1 considers some artillery support of his own, that they could provide smoke rather than just rockets. That's just me. B-Sky here seemingly struggling a bit with how to deal with Refero now, who seems a lot more well dug in, though he is, interesting enough, still not tacking up. He is very much valiantly and determinedly not tacking up. Stuckers out. King Tiger hits from the anti-tank guns in for the Kevin moving up. Aviary on the move. Need to be careful here though. They're back hit from the Kedma. Section versus Sturm Panzers on the western field point. 287 versus 311. Another flare here from a ref or B-Sky to keep track of Refero's AVRE. Stuckers of his fires. And doesn't do too much damage. In this case, the trench doing its job and keeping Refero's troops somewhat safe from the artillery strike. Again, Atlantic could be a victim here of the AVRE. Yup. Oh, only half the crew's gone. That's pretty lucky. For B-Sky Revolution. Obviously not very lucky for Refero. Won't get the entertainers to hunt down the King Tiger. Direct hit here. Bounce. Mine hit as a section push for the fuel point in the west. Well, away from the fuel point towards the points there. Hitting the eastern fuel point as well here. Very nice work there. Shroud punted towards us theoretically exposed. We still got the looks by the way. 9 kills, we need 2. Refero strategy. Oh, he is finally taking up. Just took him about half an hour to consider doing it. And it's definitely not your average British strategy. Skipping most things that require any kind of fuel to then go straight for the AVRE. Sap has wiped a bit of blow there to Refero, but he still has a large force and he still holds most of the map. And West receive with the full Grenadier. 6-pound gun moving eastwards. Trench holding back troops. Bit of quiet here. What will Refero do? Will it be hammer? Will it be anvil? Will it be Churchills? Will it be comets? Will it be fireflies? What will it be here for Refero? With which tool will he try to defeat the Hunnic menace? But there you go. Avian moving in straight ahead, but flanked by the King Tiger. Smoke screen down here from something. I think that is the mortar placement. King Tiger doing heavy damage here to the AVRE. And the tank guns appears nearby firing on it. Lots of stuff moving up here. Mortar fire continuing to lay down smoke. Struggers was firing in to try and murder Refero's forces, bunched up in a small area. Nice work. Anti-tank guns caught in a really bad spot here. Refero definitely needs something besides anti-tank. I think they have a better chance there. AVRE with the damage engine going to fire the AVRE here to try and deal with the infantry backing up. There you go. Gets only a single kill, but still forces B-Sky to pull back his troops. A King Tiger bouncing shots from the anti-tank gun. 11 kills there in the AVRE. Dodges the King Tiger shot. 287 versus 270. Need to fix up that AVRE. Back here, troops reinforcing. Seizing point on the west of the Fultz Grenadier. In the east, we got section versus Fultz Grenadiers there as well. Flares off from B-Sky. Lots of more to find down. King Tiger sending out to 9 kills. Self-repairs again here by Refero's AVRE. Still no sign of what he's going to use his resources on, but also of course got flame and mortar support here ready to burn up anything B-Sky Revolution they might have in the wrong spot. 287 versus 257. B-Sky continues to slowly beat out victory points. Double steel punish fixing up the King Tiger close to the front line. A nice setup there. Quiet here. Besides, light skirmishers in the right flank. As Refero's trying to push for the fuel point, but he's just not getting past the looks. He lacks something to deal with it. AVRE is almost fixed up again. But not quite there. Troops are pressed. Mortars opening up here. B-Sky seems to be launching several assaults here across a wider front except the centre, but that could also happen here as soon as he feels like he's making progress enough elsewhere. He's throwing away attention enough to make a push for the centre, in which case he could make a push there. Grenade for the mortar placement, that is. Incinerate, try and flush out the troops, denying Refero any defensive position here as B-Sky Revolution continues the assault. Nice work there. Refero is struggling, I think, to keep up with all these movements here from B-Sky. Moving in the aviary to deal with B-Sky Revolution's assault in the west. Okay, opening up, that could very well be the first target. Unit wiped. That's pretty good work there for him, and there you go. The Cadnever takes a man loss here from the aviary, bit of waste level shot. And trench down. Of course, Refero can quickly replace it, but meanwhile, B-Sky could try and attack forwards here with the King Tiger. Got more orbital on the way there. Actually, I think that's his first orbital London squad. But obviously, he goes for the light machine or the infrared assault rifles. They would like to see the infrared assault rifles. King Tiger getting in the aviary, doing some nice hits there. Still nothing going with that company command post. What is Refero thinking with it? King Tiger continues the advance. Engages the mortar plate head on. There we go, forcing a Refero to brace it. Decreasing the damage taken by a lot. Anti-tank opening up, they're gaining veteran 2. The other anti-tank is lost. Looking to flank behind by the looks of it. Mortar placement is going to go down here. Aviary moving up. It's going to fire it at the looks, utterly annihilating it in a single hit. That's actually, I think, the first time I've seen that happen. Kind of impressive. Bit of a loss there for B-Sky, though at this stage he's got plenty of other things to help compensate for the loss of the looks. Orbital are getting the infrared Sturmgewehrs. Very good as well, very good. 268 to 241. B-Sky is slowly bleeding out Refero again, though it is happening only very slowly. And there we go. Flanking in with the Orbital Darden. Catching the Refero stuff here off guard a bit. Nice work. Very nice work. And the West troops being held down here with a machine gun. Section moving up, halfway to veteran 3. Very nice work, very nice work. And a grenade assault of the incendiary kind. Or not. Interesting, only one grenade tossed. Right now the Refero's a bit of a sticky spot, and again, part of his strategy was again seemed very much hell-bent on not getting anything out in terms of vehicular or armoured firepower, which still overall seems strange. Stuckers was firing again here, only 3 kills so far. Getting some more kills this time around, that's better. Meanwhile, B-Sky suffers another wipe there. Another full Trinity squad has bit the dust. We could even see another loss here. Oh, they need to retreat around front of the aviary. And there we go. Wipes the orbital dart. B-Sky is now taking heavy losses here against Refero. That aviary is on fire. He still has the King Tiger. And there you go. We got the Firefly on there for Refero. We got the Firefly. Could this be a comeback for Refero? Could this be a situation where man actually beat B-Sky? B-Sky, I think, should bring up any more infantry and some more armor to back up his King Tiger. Moving for these some points here. Troops healing and forcing. Firefly halfway down there for Refero. And the guards armoured. So a bit of quiet here. King Tiger hanging back. Close to veteran 2, that's very good. Aviary moving ahead, 17 kills, veteran to do. Bit faster, bit more agile, and a bit more deadly because of that. Not directly more deadly, just sort of more indirectly. Going for Western Victory Point, we got troops nearby. Firefly finally ready here for Refero. Only took him almost 40 minutes to get something like that out. Ooh, Sturmhaus went straight to the foot section here with the Bren guns and immediately taking some nasty hits. Panzer IV ramming here, so there you go. B-Sky's hoping to bring out more armour. Trench disrupted, Firefly moving up. No upgrades for it. Could at least consider the tank commander for a few extra booms. More orbital guard here for B-Sky Revolution. King Tiger taking hits with the anti-tank guns. 235 to 236. Stuckers was firing away. Aviary moving eastwards. Rockets landing in a lot of troops and support weapons almost taken out here, leaving Refero in a very bad spot. Firefly's hanging back here in the west. I'm guessing he's insisting upon trying to move up here through the west side, but if he's not doing that, the King Tiger's just going to end up doing nothing. These Panther being pushed back. King Tiger continues to assault up through here. King Tiger down to less than half health. Firefly is finally getting a move on here. Troops being almost taken out here with the Panther and the scrap hunter. Cool. It seems like Refero is not entirely sure what he wants to do this tactically, and he's struggling a bit here versus B-Sky Revolution because of that. Love to see where that ends up. Another section for Refero. Avery moving up again. Firefly still not moving about with the rest of his forces. Panther 4 hanging back here. 235 versus 219. These guys running out victory points ever so slowly. Moving up the west side. Straight to machine gun fire, heavy and light. Refero shows no mercy to the Germans. Panther moving towards the centre here. What will it be? What will it be? B-Sky Revolution sadly hasn't been flanking a lot here versus Refero anymore, and you would say the lack on a light infantry gun also makes it hard for him to just attack forwards, since he can't lay down any smoke screens. Avery moving in here. Oh, machine gun about to get taken out. Pop goes the weasel. King Tiger move again once more for the fatherland. Germany, Deutschland in the west. The Panther 4 strikes. We got the Firefly nearby. Directed here, easily piercing the side armor of the Panther 4. Chill rockets as well here, almost taking it out. King Tiger up the centre here. Strange anti-tank guns, or anti-tank gun. Panther 4 makes it out of there. Will he move in the Firefly to help assist with the King Tiger? Avery moving up here. Firing the rocket, or the Petard mortar round. There we go. Standing the King Tiger from the anti-tank, and will the Firefly move in? We got Stukas was raining down. Death from above. Anti-tank and crew exterminated. Firefly is on the move here for Refero. King Tiger moving in. Oh dear. It's going to move straight into the line of fire of the King Tiger. That's pretty bad. Shot bounces off the King Tiger's armor. We got 235 versus 192. B-Sky strikes forward for Germany. Deutschland. Great hit from the Firefly on the King Tiger, but the King Tiger's going to blitz ahead here. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. Using the increased rate of fire from the common blitz. There you go. Get the final killing blow the Firefly, leaving Refero with no immediate counters to it. He's got, of course, Pied Fire there, raining down the King Tiger, but even that's not enough. 27 kills, halfway expecting for the Avery almost taken out here by the Kedenwerfer. And GG here from Refero. GG. I would say unusual strategy for Refero. In some ways, I think could have worked out had he, just teched it a bit faster. At least gone for an AEC at least one. I think that worked out much better getting out of the aviary, or he should have teched up faster than after the aviary for some armor. I mean, he was still able to hold on for so long, and still, was actually in some cases close to pushing back against Sky Revolution, but again, ultimately, was reasonably containing of B-Sky Revolution, or as I say, rather focused on his own strategy, and I think flanked better and overall handle his forces better, getting your wipes and Refero here and there. But again, Refero's skilled play was able to stall for long enough, but again, they did lack, I think, something to really hurt B-Sky Revolution with at times, and I think he gave the second looks too much, shall we say, free space to do whatever he wants to, and should have been a bit faster in dealing with that one, to be honest. So, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. And if you like what I do, you can donate or pledge on Patreon at links are in the video description. This is Imperial Links, and cheers. Thank you for watching. You all have a wonderful audience. Hope to see you from again for a nice long episode. Bye.